Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Rashawn here, coming at you again with another screen recorder video. Is what my old introduction used to be. I don't know what my new introduction is going to be right now. I just bought a new microphone and decided to give this whole YouTube stuff yet another try after 8 years of on and off grinding or whatever. And the reason why I took that break was honestly because I didn't feel like I was getting the return on investment, right? That I thought I was doing, because there's other things that were more pressing in my life, like the survival scenarios that I was in, and just trying to, get things together. So obviously, I'm through a lot of that, and I've decided to get back around to this, and we're gonna try this again. And this time, I got a lot of stuff to lose because I got a lot of stuff in the works behind the scenes. So I'm gonna have to take a chill pill on a lot of the original content. So if you've seen the original content I had up here, I had to take all that stuff down, man, because, number one, I don't really care about, being demonetized or anything like that. I want to make my own money off my own products, using my own skills and stuff. Like, for example, I learned how to do perfumery as well as welding and all other sorts of stuff, even though I'm not a master by any means, but there's been a lot of things I've been cooking on. So, like, for example, this is one of my fragrances that I just mixed up, honestly, just yesterday. So this right here, I know it says Honest Dior. I don't know if it shows up backwards. It's gonna show up backwards, but it says Honest Dior, and then it got my number on there or whatever for my business. People would call me and text me for the number on that business, and you contact that number, and I'll hit you up for some cologne, or I'll do a transaction or whatever. But the reason why it's called Honest Dior is because you got a lot of people where I'm from that want to smell designer and want to smell luxury, but don't want to pay that price. So I kind of just made my own Dior, and it smells wonderful. It lasts all day. People love it. So this right here is going to run you like $60 for a bottle this size. However, I have smaller bottles like this, obviously smaller. This is a different kind. This is called Najdia. Don't ask me to, say it again. And then, of course, I got this little thing right here, this bottle of Baccarat I've been mixing up, right? So this is called Honest Baccarat. So yeah, the name of the business that I'm trying to start up is called Honest Goods, and it's supposed to be for honest goods and services. I want to start selling motor vehicles and stuff next year. I managed to land me a full-time job that I've been working on for over a year now. So a lot of the situations from like over a decade ago, how I told you guys I was homeless and on and off. I've been struggling in ruined houses and sleeping on concrete to sleeping in tents in the woods, and just trying to survive while, making this money and hustling and coming up with these ideas. It's been difficult to do the whole YouTubing thing. Plus, a lot of the views that I had back then have matured and have become more advanced. Like, how do I used to talk about the red pill versus blue pill? Then you got the left wing versus the right wing, and then you got men versus women, and the poor versus the rich, and all the talking points that people like to drive engagement for today, which is all that stuff. Like, it don't matter which side you pick, both sides is wrong. That's the trap, and the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. It's stuff that left wing people talk about that makes sense, and there's a lot of it that they talk about is just absolutely retarded. And there's stuff that right-wing people, you know, say that makes a whole lot of goddamn sense. And there's also stuff that they say and do, you know, that's also retarded. So I've decided to stay out of it because all it's doing is causing people to argue and fight and milk each other bad situations for views. And I don't want to be known for controversy. I want to be known for competency, you know. So I'm going to be talking about skill building and, you know, all the little projects and ideas that come to mind. You know, my opinions on, you know, things in that realm. You know, I'm going to be basically just showing aspects of my life and just sharing it with you guys because, you know, I thought about it too. Like, you know, with the way things are nowadays is, you know, you put something out here on the internet, man, and, you know, the internet is forever. I'm sure y'all heard all that before, but, you know, all it takes is, you know, for some employer that to try to you know, do a little searching up on you, see what your life is about, and see if you're a good fit for the company or if you're just putting on a show, you know. And then they go and they see, you know, that you're on here, you know, making these crazy statements, or you're dressing crazy, or you're looking crazy, or you said something crazy, even though it might have been years ago, and you might not share that same opinion. It's still gonna cost you an opportunity, you know. So there's a lot of things that I don't do anymore that a lot of people would do, but because those people would do those things that I've learned not to do anymore, that's going to separate me from those people. And that's what's pretty much happening. And I'm seeing, you know, that's happening in my life now. I'm starting to separate from the people that want to drink and smoke and party and, you know, and want to chase women and want to talk about, you know, the rich is hoarding all the wealth and there's nothing we can do about it. And then, you know, on the other end, you got it to where these people talking about some, well, if you just kick all the women out of the workforce and then just leave just men in the workforce, you know, the income from the jobs would double because the demand would double. And then if you get the immigrants out too, oh man, we'll really be going. It's like, bro, that just sounds crazy. It sounds anti-competitive. It just, you know, it just sounds like you don't want competition, bro, because I just don't understand, you know, I just don't understand how that would work, you know, if you really just listen to them and think about it. So stuff like that, I just want to stay away from, okay, guys? So this channel is going to be about skill building, competency, experimenting, and I'm going to be doing a lot of gaming. So I want to say between Friday and Saturday is going to be the days that I actually do, I want to say, a serious video, like kind of like this one right here. This is the I'm back video, you know, for the third or fourth time, the I'm back video, and yeah, so I'm going to do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to be going live a lot more. You got stuff that's going on out here with this AI, you know, that's out here, and we got self-driving cars, we got drone delivery, we got, you know, people out here, you know, doing great and big things, while you got other people that just, for lack of a word, just want to bullshit, man. I mean, that's just what they want to do, and I'm just not on that. So I have a passion for wanting to teach people. I'm not just trying to do this for attention, but in order to teach people and share some of my journey with you people is I gotta have some views. So hopefully I have some views, and hopefully, you know, you guys will buy some of the products, man. Like, I'm a hustler. I don't need ad revenue from YouTube, even though they probably gonna still put ads up here. You know, just know 9 times out of 10 it ain't going to me, because I don't want like them to try to tell me what I can say and what I can't say and what I can, you know, and you got to make these rules and make that rules and all that stuff. I'm not chasing no ad rule. I'm a certified hustler, okay? Like, I know how to make my own money. Like, again, with the cologne stuff, I ain't put no label on here yet, but this is a bottle of Baccarat Rouge 540. Smells just like it, lasts just as long. It's not as strong. It's toned down a little bit. But it's still like when somebody spray this shit, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's Baccarat." 95%, not 100%, because nothing could be 100%. But this is an amazing, close duplicate of Baccarat Rouge 540. Now I might get into trouble for that too, so I'm just gonna have to say it's called Honest 540, and allegedly, I'm not claiming that it is Baccarat. So I gotta get into shit like that. So when I do my promotions and I put my videos up here and my advertisements, it's going to be more energizing than this. It's just that I'm tired today, guys. Again, working full-time, hustling full-time, grinding, studying. I bought a course for Marketo. And damn, I got cotton mouth. Need some water. And I ain't bringing no cup in here, nothing, man. This ain't gonna work. I got cotton mouth. All right, so this video gonna have to be short. Yeah, I can't keep yapping like this, man. My throat dry, and I just had a bottle of water. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna bring some of the older videos back potentially once I get into a more solidified position. And I feel like people can't just pull the rug off from underneath me. And if they do, it doesn't matter because I'm already on the next level. And it's not necessarily accurate that some of the things I've said before in the past is true today, even though my stuff ain't even all that crazy like that. But I might have said some things or two that can be taken out of context and, get me in trouble or whatever. Like I said, like with the Marketo stuff. So when I go up here to these white folks and I say, "Hey man, my name's Rashawn. I did the marketing automation course and I passed it. I got my certification. I'm learning Pardot as well, and I'm familiar with Salesforce. I had a 6-month internship with the Pedowitz Group, and it took me some time to get it together, but eventually I did what I need to do and I got it together, and now I'm here hoping to get started in my career of revenue marketing. And again, I don't want those guys to say, "Oh man, we love this guy. He's awesome. It's amazing. Let me just go and do a check. Let me do a name search." And then they search up some shit that's like related to my account or whatever. And they say, "Oh man, I would have hired him too, man. $70,000 a year, man. Man, he could have been, oh man, I can't give him this job because he said this, bro. I know it was 5 years ago, but it's a risk. And I don't want no scandals, and next thing you know, they come back to me and say, oh, Mr. Gillespie, sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it, Mr. Gillespie. I can't do it. I want to do it, but I just can't do it. And I just gotta take the L, bro. So, I done took enough L's already. I ain't trying to take no more L's or anything like that. So that's that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this channel, and yeah, I'm gonna let this be the new official season 1.1. Season 1, episode 1. I'm back. All right, guys, I'm out.